Pull up, I'm buzzing, commentary on your life. Yeah, I keep it thugging.
Come on in.
Story times, real life. Yeah, I keep it coming. Got Jersey in my blood, Decatur in my heart. I'm your Glenwood cousin, spitting truth like a art. I'm blunt, I'm fearless. I talk how I talk. Street smart, book smart. Let the wisdom walk. You can't box me in. I don't fit that frame. At school dropout, still ahead in the game. Rocks in the house, yeah, I break that mold. Different point of view. Let the truth unfold. Rox Box, Rox Box. I jump right out. Rox Box, Rox Box. I say it out loud. On your TV, your phone, on your laptop too. Rox Box, the Rox Box. I'm right there with you. Hey y'all, your cousin. Rox Box. I talk about Jesus and I talk my talk. I pray with the truth and I laugh in my walk. I give what I want. I don't do the fake. If it's messy, but it's real, no mistake. A little holy, a little wild. Smart, witty, funny with a whole lot of style. Direct with the jokes, direct with the pain. My view ain't the same, but you feel it in the vein. You can't box me in, I don't fit that frame. Jersey in my veins, and Decatur in my name. Rocks in the house, yeah, I break that mold. Street plus the books, let the truth unfold. Rox Box, Rox Box, I jump right out. Rox Box, I say it out loud.
Come on in.
On your TV, your phone, on your laptop too. Rox Box, the Rox Box, I'm right there with you. Hey y'all, your cousin.
Come on in. Come on in.
If it's
Let's
funny,
start in a
I'm on
second.
it. If it's deep, I go there. If it gets a little messy, baby, I still don't care. Now with my joy, and I'm strong in my faith. From the streets to the books, I'ma still make space. Rox Box, Rox Box, I jump right out. Rox Box, Rox Box, I say it out loud. On your TV, your phone,
Come on in, y'all.
do it like this, yeah.
G-Man, you were first.
Rox Box, cousin.
You were first.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the
Live.
welcome to the fam where we cut through the lies. Welcome to the Rox Box.
You are no longer bored. Oh, well, thank you. I ain't even started.
Welcome to the Rox Box.
I haven't even started. Hey y'all, it's your cousin. So y'all know how I do when I go live. It ain't about really nothing. It's just we talking. Y'all put something in the live. We talk about it. We chat. Y'all, if y'all can't tell, I am tired. I am exhausted. Happy hump day. Ready? I am exhausted. I am tired. Anybody in here first? Oh, let's go to the first thing first. I don't know who's from the street sector and who's from just knowing me, just chilling with me before I started even chatting about the street sector. Although I'm exhausted, the hair turned out pretty good. I will say that. Okay, okay, Ross. Okay. All right. So let's just get to it because I know he gonna view it. So let's just address the hey Thurman. Let's address, so if anybody from the street sector saw Rapper One song, anybody saw the last song he created? I should have posted it on my page before I came over here. Anybody saw that song? It's called The Unreplaceable. Now y'all know I had our funeral, me and Rapper One's courtship. We had our funeral to tell him, for several reasons, Rox is, not interested, but she appreciated his art, okay? So Rapper One decided he wanted to come back with the other song, The Unreplaceable. See, he should have addressed me initially with the Unreplaceable. That is a great song. It is beautiful. I enjoyed it. It's really giving me like dance. Kind of can do a little Chicago step, 1, 2 with it. I really enjoyed the song, Rapper One, but still, it still stands, boo-boo. It still stands. But let me tell y'all why I'm exhausted. So I came to y'all before with I told y'all my story about the and it's not, I won't say story, it actually happened about me having my past life regression. I told y'all about that. Hey, okay, you are the Black Queen Box. Thank you. Oh, so Thurman said, how am I? I'm tired, y'all. Okay, I did something I should not have done. So so anybody was here when I was talking about my past life regression and how the lady, she took me back in my past in the spiritual world, and I was able to see that I was in an abusive relationship. I had an abusive husband, and I was abandoning everything, whatever, and it kind of has gone through history with the women in my family, and now I'm kind of reliving the same life in a sense. If anybody was here for that, if not, y'all need to go listen to my last live. I explained it in detail. I explained what a past life regression was, everything, okay? And my life lesson was basically that I need to put myself first, be center stage, and stop getting in these badass relationships and putting men first. Whatever. So the man who was my husband in my past life, we've actually dated, dealt with each other in this life. We have been on and off, y'all, since 2000. I met him in 2016, 17. We've been on and off since 2018. 3 years ago was the last time I was intimate with this man. Okay? 1 year ago, I blocked him. I stopped having sex with this man because I told y'all that we had the most toxic, passionate love affair, but the damn toxicity it got to the point it just outweighed the sex to me. Hey, Stick Bug, it's been a minute since I see you. Now, you've been rocking with me for a long time now. I can't really say long time. I ain't been on here a long time, but from the beginning. So I stopped dealing with this man sexually because it was just too much, okay? The sex didn't outweigh. And I blocked him. I said I couldn't do it no more because this man is controlling. And in my past life regression, he was my ex-husband and he was controlling men. And the thing is, he is so mad because I just will not get on his program, okay? And a lot of men, I seem to have this thing like, if I don't, we always hear men saying they get with a woman and a woman want to change them. I have the same freaking problem. Men try to change me, and I'm like, you're not going to put me in no box. My name is Rox Box. Toxicity is very real. I've heard you talk about this man before. Thank you. Okay, so I'm bringing it back up. So I'm telling y'all one reason why I'm freaking exhausted and I look tired in the face. Okay, let's go back. 3 years ago, I stopped having sex with this man. Okay, 1 year ago, I blocked him because I said, no more of my life toxicity. I'm done with doing these men. I'm like in counseling and stuff, working on my spiritual stuff. I'm tired of just the same spirit and a different man, but he is something I've never experienced before. But what ended up happening? So I say I had my past life regression, say I had it like 3 days ago, maybe 4 days, 3 days ago. I have not talked to this man in over a year. I pick up my phone, someone calls me and I answer my phone and I hear his voice. Now, the old Rox would have hung the fuck up. But it was so interesting to me that he was my ex-husband in my past life. So I decided I wanted to tell him that he was my ex-husband, okay? And the crazy thing is, I did a little short or something, and I was telling people about this in one of my shorts. And then somebody came under my thing, oh, you sounding like the crazy people on Marcus' channel. Y'all be thinking when I be coming here talking to y'all, past 200K, keep going strong. I'm not past 200K, honey. I wish I was past 200K. I got like 1,000 and something followers. But so y'all be thinking when I be coming here talking to y'all about spirits and I used to do root work, and in my family, like I'm the great grandchild of a very, very powerful dark magic voodoo priest. Y'all think I be crazy. When I talk about my past life regression and this lady taking me in my past life, y'all be thinking I be lying to y'all. I'm telling you, I have not got on this thing and lied to y'all at all, okay? This is very true. Now, I understand some people who can't see nothing outside of just Christianity, and some people who don't even believe in Christianity. Yes, you are. Just check, not followers, girl. I mean views. Oh, really? I don't even know how to, I don't know how to check that. It's different levels of spirituality, but there's some people who can't see nothing outside of like Christianity and Islam. I'm telling y'all guys, there's more out there, okay? All right, so I answered this man call after not hearing from this man. I think it was like over a year and a half. And the first day, it was great conversation. He was all like, this man cannot like get me out of his fucking system. Okay? This man can't get me out of his fucking system. Okay? And I knew by the second day, this man was gonna be cussing me out. Like, I can't stand a motherfucker just cussing, like talking at me. And that's what he do. That's my trigger. And telling me how I feel and shit. And I said, I should have never answered that phone. And he said, why do you think Spirit had me call you? We ain't talking in over a year. I said, because Spirit is trying to tell me that you see this pattern in your life. You need to leave it alone. That's why you reached out after I had that past life regression. He said, no, Spirit is trying to tell you that we need to work it out in this lifetime. I said, you know what? I'm going to work it out in this lifetime with myself, like in these toxic motherfuckers. So my next lifetime, I'm not going to have to see your ass. Okay? So I'm going to let y'all hear. So I forgot. He drank me so bad, I forgot to record. So I recorded his ass. I was like, I knew he was going to cuss me out sooner or later. Or tell me I'm saying some shit that I didn't say. First, so I forgot to record the second conversation, but I ended up recording the first one, and it was a good conversation. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear. Y'all gonna put y'all all in my business. How this man be all up in me. Hold on, let me see if he'll play. Okay, hold on. Okay. Because I know that a lot of you place that focus that's not factual. I don't do that to you. Like you know how inside of you, and I'm talking about before your transformation. You know how sexual you look. You know how the energy you throw off, like when you take your photos, and it's just something about that energy that really turns me on, right? It's something about how you act, how you turn your lips, how you trip. All that turn me on, but I know I got to know that another man is turned on by it too. But I have never said. Okay, so this man is he just won't leave me alone. So then, and so this is I told you I'm not lying. Hold on, let me go to it. When I told y'all this shit really happened. Yeah, you make it difficult, baby. Think about the call we have. Listen back to me calling you and saying that. Why I had a dream about you with shit. I'm gonna tell you how that's reversing. It wasn't a dream. It's the difference. It wasn't a dream. Roxy, I found out that you've been in my past life and you went shit doing. I found out. My money. You were there for a pizza. You ran out on the kid. And all you gave me was good sex. But that wouldn't make any sense because I'm telling you, yeah. So I'm not making stuff up. I really did have all this spiritual stuff I be talking to you about. What you talking about, Stink Bug? That it would scare you away from the room. What you talking about? Look, you was here before I even started talking about the street sector stuff. So we used to talk about relationship stuff all the time in here. So what you talking about? Hey, hands down, Rox Box, hope all is well. Yeah, so this man basically, because he feels like it's my fault that what's 2018? That's damn near 10 years ago. It's all my fault that we ain't in a relationship. Because I won't get with his fucking program. I guess I'm just going to stay single. He told me I'm an alpha woman. And you mess with me, girly? He told me I'm an alpha woman. And that's why I'm single. Because I like everything my way. So I scare niggas away. That is not right. That is not right. That is not true, guys. I am not really I'm very submissive, to be quite honest. That's why these niggas try to run over me. But they see that other side of me. I shouldn't have put it on him. Like, that's the problem. That is the problem, to be honest. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, we put it on each other. But I really think it's because of this past life. I have no other relationship. Like, I dealt with toxic men, but this is a whole nother level of toxic. But angry, you may look big and scary, but angry women still scary. I'm not an angry person at all. Do I look like an angry person? Please, he was begging, please, baby, please. Oh my God. And then he'll turn around talking about, I don't want it. I don't want the box. Why are you saying I want the box? We could just be friends. But over a year ago, I tried to meet him out in public to eat. And we were just supposed to be friendly. Let's say we could be friends since we always be at each other's throats. And he still tried to get it. I said, see, we can't even be friends. You won't stop touching me. But that's the problem. See, he taught me a lesson a long time ago. So back in the day, I would, I'm one of them, like, I even go to bed. I even go to bed cute. That's just me. Like, I don't need no man there. I'm going to bed looking pretty. That's me, okay? Now, I may have a bonnet on, but everything below the neck is very pretty and matchy. I'm very girly like that, okay? Now, I may be a pit bull in a dress, but I'm still kind of girly like that. So, I also got fucking lingerie. I'll wear lingerie just, for myself. But what ended up happening while you sashing to put it on him, so he kind of, a little kinky, He used to want me to, like, come to his house with different lingerie or a trench coat and stuff, and I would just give in and do it. And that's the problem. I said I'll never do that again. Like, it really was like, whatever, how may I serve you, whatever, like a fucking genie. And that's the problem. I should have just kept it very vanilla. It would just be anything. He'd be like, I want to see leather. Okay, he got leather. Lace, he got lace. Whip change, whatever he wanted, he got it, okay? And I shouldn't have did all that. But then what happened was he would piss me off, and then I would just ghost him. But he deserved it. See, I'm not a ghoster, but he deserved it. Because he done stood me up before. He fucking deserved it. So, he drank me. And somebody said, you sure you don't like toxicity? I told y'all, I'm anti-toxicity for the last year. Okay? No more toxic men. I did it to myself. Sounds like you are a spiritual cycle of toxicity. Question, what do you think would break? Exactly, that's the thing. I knew I was in a spiritual cycle of toxicity. This is a generational thing, obviously, because I went back in my past life regression, if you know what that is. And I'm supposed to break the chain. I think that's another reason I didn't have a daughter. Because it's supposed to end with me. And before I even had my spiritual life regression, I felt like when I was speaking of spirit myself, that was supposed to be my purpose too, for me to break this history of the cycle. So I've been intentional the last year to break this cycle of toxicity with men. That's why I said I did it to myself, because I've been setting my boundaries and stuff and getting rid of people and not letting them stay in my life. So I should not have answered that phone call. And I did, and he just drained me completely. I could feel completely drained, but I have not came live with you guys in a minute. So my thing is, he's a trigger. I don't need to deal with him. How long were you guys dating? We have been on and off since 2018. Let me tell y'all what happened. I was in a relationship after I got divorced, I think 2015. I was in a relationship 2016. I wanted to take my first solo trip because I was used to being out of the country and everything, but every time I've ever traveled, it was either with my husband or, boyfriend or something. So I wanted to take my first solo trip. I wasn't like confident enough to go international, so I was going to go local. So I was going to go by myself in a relationship. It was like 2016, 2017. Before I went, I spoke to one of my spiritual guides. My spiritual guides told me, you are going to meet a man. You're going to go travel. You're going to meet a man. And he's going to have a daughter, and he's going to be in your life for a while. I was like, okay, whatever. So I decided to go to Louisiana, okay? I went to a spiritual town because, I was about to do some spiritual stuff. I was interested, whatever. So I went to Louisiana, and I was on one of the social media sites, and somebody buzzed me. And I guess maybe I had a location on it and something. They was like, oh, I see that you in Louisiana, see that you in New Orleans. I'm out here as well. Let's meet up for lunch. And I was like, who are you? He was like, oh, I've been following you for a while. I was like, okay, let's meet up. So I met up with him while I'm in a relationship. And we went out to eat. I told my boyfriend and everything. We went out to eat. Good. He had a daughter, whatever. And he wanted to have sex. And now I was attracted to him, but mind you, I was in a relationship. And my boyfriend, he was considering having an open relationship, but I really wasn't for it. So I told this man, I was like, look, I'm in a relationship, and in order for me to do something like that, I need to speak to my boyfriend first, okay? Because I want to respect my relationship. So he thought I was playing with him since then. So once I got out of my relationship, like 2018, 19, I was like, still interested in him, so I hit him up. And he was just like, oh, you've been playing games. So we've been back and forth at it since. But I stopped having sex since 3 years ago. But I cut him off completely a year ago. But he just won't leave me alone. And the thing is, he's very attractive. He's all that, like women talk about they want. He got all them 6'6". He actually got the 6 foot, over the 6 inches, and he's 7 in figures. Okay. Oh, that's what you. How long were you talking? And he's well off financially too. And to him, he cannot understand why he got all this, and I don't want him. And then people are like, well, why don't you? Men like you. Well, you know he'll take care of you, your child. Why don't you jump on his? I'm not going to jump on nobody's motherfucking program. Well, you gonna die old and long. Well, okay, I guess I will. If I wasn't willing to jump on my own ex-husband's program, the father of my child, do you think I'm going to go for any other Negro? That's just not happening. But the thing is, what gets me, and I had 2 men like that, kind of like him, and they both kind of, one still orbiting, but I blocked all of them, and they keep finding me. But what gets me about him is that I'm always the violator in his life. I'm always the assailant. I'm always the one doing some shit. We can do the same shit, and I'm always the wrong one. And he want to rile me up and then tell me I don't know how to talk to him. I need to be soft and gentle. I'm like, you're not gonna rile me up and then you expect me to be soft and fucking gentle with you. And then he be like, you always tell me what the fuck you ain't gonna do. I sure do. I tell Negroes all the time what I'm not gonna do. And it seems like the more I tell them no, the more they keep coming. And then he was just like, well, you can't have the life you want to live because you're not willing to do X, Y, and Z. I don't understand it. I'm not going to do nothing for a man who ain't invested in my life. I spent years popping up and being your little show pony, giving you your fire, lighting your fire and desires and shit. I'm not doing that shit. You ain't paying for a goddamn thing around here. And you want me to jump when you say jump. Do I believe he can change? It's been since 2018. This nigga can't change. No, that's why I blocked him. That's why I said I did it to myself. That's why I feel so drained. I did it to myself. I should have never. And see, the problem is, I believe he has a girlfriend. And the reason I believe he has a girlfriend, so I stopped talking to him back in the day because I saw on his Instagram one day, and I'm sure he didn't probably care. He gave this girl a Saint Laurent, whatever, purse. And then he wanted to tell me, oh, it's my baby mama. Oh, it's my friend. And now the crazy thing, this was years ago. Now he knew that's the purse I fucking wanted. And he gave that heifer that purse, okay? And I saw the story on whatever. And then I saw a picture of this girl sending him dang cookies. But it's supposed to, oh, that's my baby mama. That's my baby mama. Okay. What are you feeling? Respectfully, are your feelings on accountability? I believe in taking accountability. I take accountability for dealing with this Negro for years. That's my accountability, okay? And I also even took accountability with him because I played mind games with him too. Okay? Like, anytime he wanted something, for the most, it got to the point I was like, no. After you stood me up, now I'm going to be difficult. So I take accountability. And I take accountability for talking to him. I should never even, when he called me, I should not, and I heard that voice, I should have clicked then. That's my accountability. But he gave that girl that freaking purse that I wanted. And then it was posted. So he's telling me, oh, that's my baby mama. Okay. All right. So what happened was, I went to, he owns a restaurant here. He owns a few restaurants, okay? He owned a restaurant here. And what I used to do is I'll piss him off and then I'll go to his restaurant. It's like a lounge restaurant. And I'm looking good now, okay? And I know I'm going to shake his world up. Like, he's just going to forget what the hell he's doing and stuff. So I'm assuming he had work one night because I wanted to, like, F with him. Like, basically, like, I already denied you. So now I'm going to come mess with you at your restaurant. So I go there and I see one of his friends. It's a music producer sitting at the bar. And we talking. And I'm like, where is he at? He was like, well, the guy, he ain't here tonight. I was like, what? Okay. So I called him on the phone while I'm sitting at the bar. And he was like, oh, I'm in my, I'm at the restaurant. I'm at the restaurant. Oh, where you at the restaurant? He didn't know I was sitting at the bar. Hey, I ruled pencil. Some doors are meant to stay closed. Just because we can walk through it doesn't mean we should. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I take accountability for trying to fuck his head up too, but he did mine first, okay? Because I actually liked him, really. I really did like him in the beginning. He started playing games. So I'm sitting at the bar with this producer, whatever. And Carl Williams talking to him, whatever. And I call him and he's telling me he's at his restaurant. And I'm like, where you at? And then he gave me this oh, he's busy. So I'm like, I forgot if I called him like, oh, then he told me, oh, he had to run out and pick up some meat or something. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm here at your restaurant. He never showed. Okay. So then the producer guy is sitting there and he's talking to me and he's saying, what got you all upset? And I'm telling him what got me all upset. He was like, now I know this producer guy, I met this producer guy before, but I don't think he remembered me because we known each other for years and I was looking different. And he was like, you know, he got a girlfriend. What? He got a girlfriend? Yeah, because what happened was he told me, so I used to go to his little like skyrise in Atlanta when I used to see him all the time in his house. And then there was several times he would like tell me meet him at his house after the restaurant closed. And then I didn't hear from him. I was like, oh, this nigga standing me up. The only person standing people up is me. Standing him up. That's what I do. You gonna stand me up? So he did that twice. So now I'm pissed. So then I finally go to the restaurant. And the producer guy is telling me that he got a girlfriend. And they done moved outside of the city. I was like, since when? And he was telling me since when. I was like, that will seem like the time that I've been getting stood up by this Negro. What have you? I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, the producer guy, he was hating. He was hating because he was trying to get with me. Exactly. He was hating. He was trying to get with me too. But he was being very subtle about it. I was like, oh, really? He was like, you know what? Guess what? His mom is here. And his sister's here at the restaurant. I was like, really? He was like, let me introduce you to him. So I meet his mama and his sister. And just a great little conversation. I was just like, damn. Like, much older woman. I was like, God. But, you know, she real fancy, like older and very fancy. So I was like, damn, his mama remind me of me. You know, I was like, damn, his mama reminds me of me. And then he tells his mama, oh, yeah, this is whatever. Let's call him Chef. You know, this is Chef's girl. She's like, oh, really? And I got that look like, I kind of caught that look like, huh? I was like, okay. So I told him whatever. And then I would start looking for deeds and everything, what have you. And I did find a house outside of the city with this girl. Her name on, so I look up the girl. The girl looks like, other than us being lighter, like I'm fiery, okay? She is real, just like girl next door, real, like she probably don't give him no mouth, no nothing. And I understand men like peace, whatever. I was like, see, that's the problem. He want to be with me, but he can't deal with me, so he go get with that. I can't tell you who the producer is. I told you who the other person was, I was talking to, but I can't tell you that. But I was like, he want to be with me, but I'm too much for him, cause I don't deal with his shit. But she looked like she just put up with all his BS. So I stopped talking to him, and then I told him before I stopped talking to him, I told him what his friend did or whatever. He was like, made some long excuse until that's not my girlfriend. I'm single outside of talking to you, and we talk. I was like, but that's the same bitch that you gave that purse to. Whatever. So him and the friend stopped talking, whatever, for a while. But yeah, some doors need to be closed. See, that was just spirit telling me, don't, leave him alone. Some sex ain't even worth it. Nope. But it drained me. Absolutely drained me. what's up with y'all? But I'm not gonna tell you who the producer guy is because they back friends and he's still around and he be at the man's restaurant that's here in Atlanta often. So no, I'm not going to. So then my friend, I was talking to my friend back to Rapper One and him making that second song, Unreplaceable. What was it? Unreplaceable. Now I told you I liked the song, but my homegirl, she has some words in it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, and it's crazy. She got a new phone and you could barely hear. I'm like, girl, something wrong with your phone. But she had a lot to say about this damn song. Let me see if y'all can hear it. It made me laugh. She was leaving me voice notes.
Because he put it up there on the Facebook or wherever, don't necessarily mean it's true. I'll pass or listening to his damn stalking obsessed songs about my best friend. Because it ain't hard to find out what the damn that, phone number, that, and the third. And then I'm all on ATL, DeKalb County News, hyperventilating. Because he done kidnapped you and stalked the fuck out of you. I cannot take it, girl. No thank you. He needs to find another goddamn news or another goddamn subject. No thank you.
Can y'all hear that?
Like hell. Like you better find some Facebook and move around. This ain't kosher with my damn spirit. This shit is delusional. What? And then he got the picture all posted up on the song and shit. You could have goddamn made the song and I had you plaster all with the damn title and shit. Every goddamn song you make, you got your ass plastered with the title. No, you need to find something else to do. This is not funny. This could not be a midnight hour. The fuck he might go somewhere else with that shit.
This is one of my best friends. She talking about Rapper One.
Unreplaceable. But he don't know that shit. So what's wrong with this man? Got my nerves all flabbergasted. Shit in my goddamn bathroom midnight.
So she called, but she was leaving all these voice notes yesterday about what she thought about what she thought about Rapper One and all his songs. All his songs about me. She said that motherfucker. She said he need to move his ass around. You know, he got her scared. She gonna be all on Atlanta news and shit. Word, cause he done kidnapped me. I said, it was a nice gesture. Okay, lady. No more songs, Rapper One. I love the songs. No more songs. Any more songs, and you will have my friends and family word. They were like, what did you do to this man? I was like, I haven't even touched this man. Could you imagine how it would be if I touched him? His ass would be up here like damn 2018. Cussing me out. Shit. Yeah. What you talking about, some pencil? Remember what is scary? You better take heed. I mean, she laughing about it, but she is like, words. She's like, what type of motherfucker? Like, you ain't never touched him. He ain't writing these songs. I was like, I think maybe he's just trying to get his viewership up. And I don't mind being a person muse, but that's all. Okay, you gotta have everybody scared coming after me. I'm worried about who you are. I got a lot of protective people in my life. Okay. A lot of protective people. Oh yeah, so for those of y'all, now I shared with y'all my cousins who've been knowing me. I told y'all I used to do root work, okay? And y'all know I have a relationship with spirit, but I gave up my root work. Who know, how long ago was it? Anybody been listening? How long I stopped doing it? Anybody remember? Do y'all actually listen to me when I talk? Do y'all remember how long ago it's been since I stopped? And when was the last time I did it? And why I last did it? Anybody remember? Let me wait for y'all response. Why I stopped doing root work. And I told y'all, now I consider myself a Christian. Oh, okay, I don't believe everything in the Bible, but I consider myself a Christian. Okay, you did it for your cousin. Y'all, you getting confused? Almost right. I consider myself Christian, but certain things I just feel it's through my genes. I can't like root word. Oh, chef. Oh my god. Yeah, certain things is like through my genes. I think he was a major crush. He's just going about it the wrong way. Yeah, yeah. I kind of look at it like being in grade school. Okay, so chef, you obviously ain't been here listening to my lives. I told you guys that. Let me just go real quick, okay? Girl, you better go back to your root work. Let me go back real quick for those who new here. Welcome. This is the Rox Box. All right. So, I am like the great granddaughter or great granddaughter of like a voodoo hoodoo priest. But the fact is, he did black magic, okay? They have said there has been a curse that has been passed down in my family from his doings through the male bloodline in my family. I told y'all I have over 20 something uncles. I have a lot of aunties and uncles. Okay, my grandfather was a freaking Rolling Stone. For who? I'm just catching you guys up. Okay. And so there's supposedly a curse that's been passed down to generations that's on the boys in my family, and each generation becomes less and less. I told y'all over like my 20 uncles, all of them have been done serious crimes, very violent, in the street, well known, all been locked up. I told you guys this. Serious stuff. I told y'all there's only one of my uncles that has never been locked up. And what did I tell y'all who follow me? What's wrong with my uncle who's never been locked up? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Who follows me? Who's been here? I'll go ahead and tell you guys. The only one of my uncles who's never been locked up, never done serious time, is mental retardation. But it goes through the line. So now it's at my son's. It's supposed to be less. So I keep prayer over my child. Okay. However, I got nephews and stuff and cousins and stuff. They've been affected. Okay. But it's not as bad as it was the generations prior. It's not as bad. He was facing time and was falsely accused. No, I did not say he was falsely accused. So I told y'all I stopped doing it over 3 years ago. That's crazy. I said because I have a contradiction between, what, and I really, okay, so I told y'all guys I'm a Christian. That's been passed down. I really didn't start actually like really wholeheartedly believing in it until 2016. But the other stuff been passed down and it was always like, it was calling to me, what have you. And so I told y'all, I'll say let's call him nephew. He was facing serious charges over 5 years ago. Maybe over 5 years ago. He was facing serious charges, okay? I told you guys, I shared with you guys, he was facing in 2 counties, 20 years apiece. So he was looking at 40 years for serious crime that he committed. So I returned to doing root work. But prior to that, I had not done it in maybe 4 or 5 years prior to that. I wasn't doing it. And because it's like a contradiction, and it's really kind of like my family, they be like, don't mess with that because you be opening up shit and you may not know how to close shit. And the main one, it's really my sister. Because I did some shit when I used to live with her after my divorce. Y'all remember that, okay? I did some shit and it kind of spooked her the fuck out, okay? So I stopped doing it, okay? But it's a but I don't feel like when you read in the Bible and you hear about seers and stuff, I don't feel like it's a contradiction with that, because the thing is that I used to see shit before I even knew my family history and stuff. My mother has been a seer. There's a lot of people in my family who got different gifts. I don't feel like I'm cursed because I can see shit. You insensitive. I don't feel like I'm cursed because I can see shit. If something been passed down generation to generation, that's not my freaking fault. Rox, you're full of surprises. Laugh a lot. Boy, you better come to my lives. That's when you catch this other side. See, my live It's not going to be about not Atlanta Street interview, Atlanta Street interviews, the street sector. I was coming live. That's how I got. Well, I only got like I got almost 2,000 followers. I got 800 before I even started talking about the street sector because I would just come live and we would just have conversation. Okay, but I don't think I'm cursed. Although somebody told me I'm cursed, I'm a seer as well. Unfortunately, I hate it. I don't think I'm cursed because I could just see some shit. Okay, I don't think I'm cursed at all. So I'm like, I don't understand. It's contradictory to Christianity, but I'm still a Christian. Whatever. I'm a seer as well. So, and the crazy thing is that okay, so if I go to other people and I be wanting them to read me or some shit, and I usually it's your gift. And the crazy thing is that I usually be wanting to read them because I always had these crazy relationship situations about my relationship. So they was like, what are you here for or something? I'm like, relationship. And then when the people I know that's really good, they be like, you want to know about relationship, right? I mean, like I got like some people I know who like more so like hoodoo and stuff, and they be like, you come for relationship, and I get so pissed off because they're like, you call me for relationship, but spirit don't want to talk to you about that. But every time I go into a space and like a person who's really a seer, they always see it on me, like I'm like fucking tagged or something. They was like, your ancestors all around you, they be hearing drums and shit. They're like, you here for relationship, but they was like, oh, you're more gifted than me, you just haven't developed your gift. Like I always hear this, like if I ever meet somebody, they always see it on me. And it's like, so I can't get away from it. It's there, okay? I'm like tagged by it. Um, but it's a curse with the men. So I'm trying to like that's my thing. So I'm trying to break curses and shit. But the thing is, so with my gift, when I do the root work and stuff, I've always, and people know this who like know who works with the spiritual side, I've always worked on the good. I've always that's my rule. Only do good stuff. And I also watch what I say because a lot of times I say stuff and the people have told me who work in that stuff, they was like, you a huge manifest. I was like, I know. Is it the story time where you said that the root work made you weak and affected your legs, birds were over your sister's house? Yes. Am I trans? No. But yes, Destiny, you here. Yes, exactly. So I did this stuff at my sister's house, and I actually got text messages from like years ago. She was like, don't tell nobody. So she basically, what my sister didn't want me to share it with anybody. But my like spiritual guide, whatever, she was just like, you're not going to get stronger in your gift unless you openly accept your gift. Okay? She was like, you try to hide it because you're afraid of judgment. So now I'm starting to come and talk about it. Happening to your nephew. I missed that part. Okay, so this is why I stopped. Oh, I stopped doing it over like last time I did was over 3 years ago. All right. So my nephew was facing serious charges in 2 different counties here. So I decided I was going to return to doing root work. Okay. So we was up, let's say Clayton and Fulton. Let's say Clayton and Fulton. All right. So I even reached out to one of my guide, and she helped me. Where is your hair, receding hairline? Oh my God, where's your hair? Where's your receipt? I got a big fucking forehead, bitch. Oh my God. Bitch, you not know what a big fucking forehead is? This is hereditary. Don't fucking play with me. Don't take me to the fucking dark side, okay? You don't want nan a bit of this. All right. So to my true Rox Boxians, so you still doing root work. So I need to email you. Y'all tripping. You have to start back. You will be pushed to start back. Stop worrying about what people say. Ignore that hater. You're beautiful and still beautiful. Okay, so I stopped doing it 3-4 years ago. My nephew faced serious charges, 20 years each. Okay, so fucking crazy. It's like you get a fucking call and they're like, damn, he got charged in 2 fucking counties, 20 years. Now this is about to take me out because I look at him like my son, to be quite honest. And crazy thing is that I told you I have several like nieces and nephews, but there's always been one I've been always fucking obligated to. Okay, I shared with y'all that when his ass was locked up, I was fucking like, I'm like, nigga, I'm going fucking broke. Okay, like, cause I'm fucking sending money to you. In fact, my family was like, girl, you got a prison bay. I'm like, they ain't got no fucking prison bay. They're like, look at it. You are supporting him. That forehead is nothing big enough. It's not big enough. She still look good now. That comment was right. You look like a bald man with a toupee on. Okay. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. They want attention. All right. Back to the story. So who didn't come? Back to the story. All right. Facing these serious fucking charges. So I went to my guy to help me out to exactly like what I need to do. And she was just like, you know, a lot of stuff you could do, you know, pretty much on your own. You gifted, whatever. Ignore your fools. Why? Why what? Why Flip Wilson? Why what? Why return to doing root work for him? Shit. So I started like, and then he got to end up getting a fucking charge while he locked up in fucking jail, kidnapping in fucking jail and shit. From cousin Rox Box to Glenwood cousin in a second. Like, let me tell y'all something. I am such a lady, but it will come out. Okay, now y'all forget, I'm originally from the north. I was raised by a northern woman who's from the streets. It is, okay, it will come out. But back to me being a lady. All right. So he was like, even had up for a kidnapping charge. So I, you know, I had told him certain things that he had to do on his part. And he did that, and that was dropped. So I started doing the root work, and it was like 4 steps to doing it, to doing what I needed to do. And we was first up for Clayton, was it Clayton County? No, we was first up for Fulton County for the first charge. And the first charge was completely dropped. Cap, no, she not. I want attention from you. You're not going to be able to finish the story if you keep reading. Okay, let me get to the story. All right, the first charge was completely dropped. This boy was looking at 20 years, okay? 20 years, Fulton County completely dropped it. I started doing my fucking root work. But I got into it, and my guy was like, now, you're going to have to go out to the graveyard for this one. And, I mean, and basically, you would have to find somebody who got off with the same charge, who was wrongfully convicted. I mean, I was searching even outside of state, okay, for the shit that I needed to do. And what was happening in the meantime is like, you know, it's all about energy. You're going to give and take. Okay, you want something, you give me something. But I didn't know, like, I was like, I don't know what I might go through. But what ended up happening is I pretty much lost my legs from up under me, to be honest. Like, I got so freaking weak that I couldn't even fucking stand up. Like, I'll stand up and I'll just fall down. So I would like need assistance. I had like my other nephew like staying with me, helping me out, because I was just so fucking weak, and my legs, I basically lost my legs from up under me. I got that fucking weak because I'm doing this. And my sister, she was like that. She was scared. She really didn't want me to do it. And she's my older sister, kind of got that mother kind of influence on me. But she was just like, okay, do it. You know, if you do, she's like, do what you got to do. Don't tell me about it. You have a southern accent and manner. Oh, thank you. So she was like, do what you got to do. Don't tell me about it. So I did everything, and I'm in it, and I'm like, and usually when I go into this, I get like very quiet, very to myself. Like, I don't let outside, like I would never have been on like Instagram or nothing, because I got to focus on this, whatever I'm doing, because there's a lot of prayer and a lot of whatever. And so we up for the next one at the what have you. And so my sister went to the first one, and court thing, and I'm still doing it. I didn't go to the first one, and it was like 20 to like, what was like, first was 20 or the 20 to 15, whatever. And so she couldn't go to more of them. It was just too much. So I started going to the other ones, and Spirit kept telling me 5 years, and I'm still like doing what I got to do. But Spirit kept telling me 5 years. Now, thank God it's not 20 years. And so I went to like 2 trials, and we went to first 15. And then they went to 10. And then the last one we there, and he was just like, no, he wasn't going to give 10 years of his life up. So finally we got down to 5 at the very end. And I went through that for months, like just being weak and stuff. But the thing is, you're not going to be able to do, like, you could change energy, try to get your way. If Spirit don't want you to do it, you ain't going to be able to do it, okay? But Spirit said 5. So when the judge came back, and he gave him 5 years. Now, I'm not going to go into the charges, but very shocked. Y'all be extremely shocked. Familiar spirits follow generations. Oh, no. Familiar spirits follow generations. You always owe something to those spirits for their help, and it could be major. The Most High does not require such, and He is powerful. Amen. Joseph in the Bible had dreams because the gifts of the Most High. How long ago was this? This was over 3 years ago. So what ended up happening, so now we're expecting it to be 5 years. He ended up serving 3.5 years. And so he is so thankful to me, for me, whatever. Like, he is literally like, anything I want him to do, he's there. He's just like my child. Oh, so I have forgot what I kind of forgot. So I told you I have a lot of nieces and nephews, whatever. And I've always felt very obligated to this little Negro. Like, I always looked at him like my child for some odd reason. So when I did my past life regression, I'm just giving you counties. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you which counties. I'm just giving you counties. So when I did my past life regression a few days ago, my nephew showed up as my son in my past life regression. He was my son. I was like, that's probably why in this life I feel so freaking obligated to him. So you did the root work to try to prevent him from getting locked up. So if it worked, what made you stop? What made me stop? You ever get scared of your possibilities? Okay, so this is my life. I live my life I try to be a very honest person. I try to be a very kind person in everything that I freaking do. I try to watch what I say because I saw that when I say certain stuff happens. So I just kind of I try to live my life in the light because there's been so much darkness. So I stopped because, first of all, I'm not going to keep going to spirit always asking for stuff, and then I don't want to keep paying for stuff. You don't know consequences of stuff. It matters because Fulton County is the most lenient county in Georgia. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but it wasn't Fulton where they was where this happened. This happened. No, it wasn't lenient county at all. I can tell you that much at all. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm scared of what I might do because the thing is that, so when I told whoever I told the story about me being, good morning, babe, good morning, Vegas. When I told you about me being married, and back then I was raised to be a Christian, but I really wasn't like practicing because I always questioned it. I'm like, there's something else. This is since I was young, my mother was like, she's like, I never understood you. Since you've been a kid, I was studying like Islam, Christianity, Baha'i. I was studying everything. I was just like, something ain't connecting. I feel like something's out there. I feel like something's talking to me. My mother was like, you used to be one of the most strange kids. So I would just say I was Christian, but I didn't have that connection. Like, I used to see the people falling out in church and running around, and I'm like, this is straight up foolery. Like, that was my mindset. So when I got, so I started going to church, and I was like, so I can get this connection that I'm seeing in my family. So what ended up happening, what I believe kind of like ended up happening in my family is that I think like generations, they probably did, African traditional religion, root work and all this. And now it kind of transformed into Christianity because now I got a lot of pastors and bishops. I probably got more of them in my family than most people. It's like, why are y'all all so spiritual now? Like, it's crazy, okay? Hey, Vegas, hope all's well. Yes. So I think it's kind of like maybe they running from something too because they see how this family is. So they all bishops. Everybody's freaking bishop, pastors, assistant pastor. I got all that in my family now. I'm like, so when I met my ex-husband, I was going to church. Remind you, for the guys who used to who listened to my story time, when I met him, he told me that, he was a Christian, his family was Islamic, and how he was like one of the altar boys, and like he knew the Bible very well. He even knew the Quran very well. So I ended up partnering with him because I thought he was going to help me go towards Christ, and I was going to get that connection. That was one of the reasons. And if y'all remember, as I told y'all the story, once he got me married and got me knocked up, he came and told me he was an atheist. I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all that story. I think I told it during a live, and then I also gave another story about the ending. I found out that the man was a fucking atheist, and he wasn't just like a peace calmful atheist. He was like an evil motherfucker. Root work is in the church. They just quiet about it. Yeah, and especially in like what voodoo is basically like you see it, Catholicism, like you see that. And like I didn't even know, like when I used to look at my great aunties and stuff, and I used to see them do stuff, and they used to teach me stuff. I didn't know they was teaching me fucking hoodoo. I grew up in the church and never had the connection either. I practiced root work for years. There was a lot of darkness when I found the truth about the Bible. Is when I was set free. What the fuck is atheist? Laugh out loud. Atheism is a person who don't believe in nothing. Like there's nothing out there. He basically Like, cause he was being a scientist, believing like, the creation and stuff story, not no, religion. Don't believe in nothing. But he just like, I know some atheists who are like nice, calm, nice people, morals and stuff. He was like, I found out he was a dark motherfucker. Okay. He tricked me. He bamboozled me. I was hoodwinked. Run him up. I was like, I done had a damn baby with Satan. Go to God on your own. He revealed himself. Okay, so what happened was, everybody like to say that. So this is what happened. So I pretty much kind of was like, while I was married, agnostic. I was like, and he would, if I had stayed with him, I probably would have been a damn Satan worshiper after a while, because my God, today. So after I got divorced, I moved, remember y'all, I moved back with my parents. And so I'm like, man, I'm fucked up in the head by this time. Like, my whole life has changed. So my parents have a basement, and they had a treadmill. And I used to just work out and walk and run on the treadmill, whatever. And I came across, I can't tell you're such, what you mean you can't? Rox, I can tell you're such a good person. So my parents had a treadmill in their basement, and I'm living with them now after my divorce, and I'm walking on the treadmill, and I came across TD Jakes. And I just like, okay, let me just keep watching him. And it took almost a year, okay? And me like, let me try to get a relationship with God, because I'm so tired of people talking about go to God. I'm like, I've been doing this for years, since I was a freaking child. Ain't nothing work. Your heart has to be right, not double-minded. I'm so tired of people talking about your heart has to be right, not double-minded. You can't help when stuff is going on with yourself internally that does not align with the Bible. You can't say this person is double-minded. Like, when you hear stuff or you see stuff, this is not necessarily you seeing this stuff and you hearing this stuff, and your mother sees and hears this stuff, and she's a Christian, and it doesn't line up with the Bible. You can't say somebody's double-minded. Like, before there was Christianity really in my mind, my eyesight, I could think of like certain things that used to happen to me as a child, and had nothing to do with Christianity. So I can't stand when people are like, oh, you're so double-minded. Like, oh, I wouldn't even say, okay, so let me not say he brought me back. So but the thing is that even though I consider myself Christian, it still don't take away the other side from me, because the other side is just, it's me, whatever. So, so I watched him. It was like over a year. It was definitely more than half of a year. So I would watch him, and I kept reading the Bible, and this was every day. I'm like, I don't know what these people are seeing and why they running up and down this hallway and stuff. I mean, down the aisle. I don't understand. So this is no lie, y'all. No, you're not double-minded. You see, the religion is different than what the Bible says. It is. It is very much. So what happened was, I'm going to tell you, it was June the 6th, 2016. Slim Thick, 2016. I'm upstairs cleaning my parents' restroom out. And I'm sitting up here listening to some gospel music, and I'm still like trying to like, whoo. Because mind you, like, my background is in like science, public health, and then it's also in sociology. So I'm like very scientific, and I'm like, they just acting a damn fool. So I'm up here trying to listen to gospel music because I want this connection, because right now I feel like my life is just all shook up. Like, at this point, like, my life is a complete different trajectory. Like, what the hell am I going to do with my life at this point? I've been a medical student for this long, and I don't know what else to do. And I ain't got nothing. I told you I walked away with my marriage with absolutely nothing but all the freaking debt. So I hate hearing men talking about men always lose shit. No, women do too. All right, so I'm listening June 6, 2016. I'm listening to gospel music while I'm cleaning my parents' restroom. And all of a sudden, something hit me. You have to connect with your own spirit. Don't keep helping Satan block the Holy Spirit. Witchcrafts be all in the church, and people be high ranking too. But the thing is, I hate that, okay, black African tradition, religion and stuff. People like, I hate when people call it like witchcraft or black magic, because they don't understand stuff. They want to call it evil and stuff because they don't have no knowledge of it or understand it. No, it's not, okay? I mean, now there is, am I cussing? Well, if I'm cussing, then don't listen. Get the hell on. Okay? You can exit, motherfucker. Okay? Back to what I'm saying. Okay, so back to June the 6th. So then something, would you say, away from the church and build your own relationship with the Most High, Caliber. Yeah, okay, power up, lady. All right, let me finish. Okay, so I'm in the restroom, I'm cleaning, I'm listening to gospel music. I was listening to that song, Break Every Chain. I think it's by Mary. Whatever. That's what I'm listening to. Mind y'all. And it was so vivid. Something took a hold of me, okay? Something like jumped in me, okay? And then like I started speaking in tongues for the first time, and I'm trying to close my mouth and I'm trying to stop and I can't, and I'm cold all over and whatever. And it's just going and going and going and going and going. And then I remember passing out. Well, I can't lay supine on the floor. I can remember passing out. And I knew then, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, God is real. Okay. It's June 6, 2016. I knew that I was filled by the Holy Ghost. I knew then. I had that experience. I never believed in that stuff ever. So that's when I was officially considered myself a believing Christian. So regardless of what any and everything happens, bad happened, what the hecky, yeah, it happened. Trust me, I ain't lying. So regardless of any bad thing ever happened, I always say, okay, I know God exists. The Holy Spirit is real. I believe in it because of my experience. Had not that had happened to me, I would not. I would still be like skeptical. What the hecky? Yes, dang, the hecky. Yes, I was for the first time filled with the Holy Spirit. Now I do believe people be standing up in church playing around, but I know it's true because it happened to me, and I couldn't explain. The only reason I could only explain it because it happened. Okay, had it not happened, I wouldn't be able to explain it. Okay. Now when I say I talk to spirit, it's like it'll come out the blue and it'll be audible. It's like somebody talking in my ear and I can hear it clear as day. And so then I may tell somebody like, okay, I heard this. Are you going through this? Whatever, whatever. I don't, or like I see like certain like darkness, but like my mother, she can see like dead people and stuff. I've never been able, I don't see stuff like that. Like there's people that can see stuff happening around them, or like my auntie, she can see like future stuff like that. My family is Geechee, and those spirits follow generations. A lot of my family are pastors, are in church. Somehow the Most High is calling you. Amen. Keep praying and truth to be revealed. So yeah, but I feel like outside people be convicting me more than anything than myself. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I don't be feeling really convicted. My neighbor used to have them a lot. Used to have what a lot, babe? Your neighbor used to have what a lot? Yeah, my mouth is hurting. I don't know if you have to tell I'm holding it a certain way. I got these little things, diamond things on my teeth for that Invisalign I got yesterday. Oh my God. The Holy Ghost. Now I don't believe it every time somebody try to just jump in like, or I don't believe like when I just see somebody talking and then they just I don't be believing that, but I mean I guess people got their own, their own language, what have you. I can't do it like you can't tell me to speak in tongues and I can just do it. I can't. Okay, it only ever happened to me twice. Destiny swapping, I believe in that. Yeah, but I've only recently heard about destiny swapping like 2 years ago, and I came across it when I was hearing about like celebrities and how they swap destinies. That's the only time I've ever heard about it. And that's the only time. I do believe in reincarnation. I believe that. I got a question. What's your question? What is your question, sir? Because you came in here on that BS. Let me see if I want to answer your question. Let me see if I want to answer your question. You married? I'm asking for future questions. I am divorced. No, just keep praying. I would be keep practicing root work too if I didn't have a supernatural experience myself. So God made you. Is God mad? He lost an angel. Oh gosh. So when I was living in my sister's house, I told y'all I ended up like I was doing root work and stuff mostly for other people, and that's what it usually is. I'm doing stuff for other people, like for people that want to get pregnant, or like I may have done stuff for people's marriages. Like I've saved marriages, I manifested babies. I saw people's like, oh, this person will be your husband, stuff like that. It's always like good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see. Like, I just want to see what genuine smell like. So one thing I know about, like when I do talk to spirit and God, whatever, like, or I may do tarot cards. So what I do, like God really, like what I've learned, I used like spirit really do respect marriages, like seriously, okay. And then I remember I was reading somebody's, I was talking to spirit and reading somebody's tarot cards, And Spirit basically told me that this girl was a hussy. And she told me like I was just some other like old words that was used, like this woman's a hussy, a home wrecker, whatever. And I needed to step in and do something. My candy bar, I wonder what you taste like. Oh my god, and whatever. And I told this lady because she was asking me if her relationship was gonna work out with this man. And the Spirit showed me that this man was married. Okay, and Spirit respects marriages. Like I truly believe that, like, especially like if you mess up in your marriage, you cheat and stuff, you're going to pay for that. Like, they really respect that union. So, and they told me that this heifer was a husband, and I had to step in. I had to step in. I was like, girl, you coming to me? You didn't tell me this was a married man. Spirit is calling you a heifer and husband. I guess because those are certain words like I like to use, especially when I don't be like the cuss. But I mean, I really don't be cuss, especially around kids and stuff. And so I be using certain words like that. And then so Spirit talked to me like that sometimes, and I had to step in. I was like, girl, you's a hussy. Your ass wouldn't got pregnant by a married man. What you think gonna happen? Like, you can't lie to me. But okay, so like if I even like do tarot cards, like when I'm dating somebody, I don't do it on them. Now, I done broke up with somebody and I done did it on them to find out what the hell was going on. But I was doing good stuff too with Roots. Let's see. I was doing good stuff too with Roots. I was did tarot and was being led towards certain African history to teach the community, etc. But now the Most High revealed the ultimate truth to me one day. I have tarot cards that I want to dispose of. I know damn well I should be doing protection over my marriage. This is confirmation. Oh, absolutely. Spirit definitely respects marriage. You can't be out there cheating and shit and don't think it's not gonna, come back to you. I'm gonna tell you one time. So I was out. So see, there's some people who can't do tarot cards on themselves. I can do readings on myself, whatever. But the thing is, Spirit, I'm only gonna tell you certain things that they want you to know. So I was doing it one day, and I'm trying to do it on myself, and I'm like, this story is crazy. Like, this has nothing to do with me. Who in the heck does this have to do with? And this married person reached out to me, and I was talking to her, and I was like, man, this is crazy. This sounds like two married people, and the man and the woman. The man is questioning he's about to try to do some shit, and the woman got some ex circling that want to marry her, and he's willing to take care of the children and everything. And this girl reached out to me. I was like, girl, I don't know what this is. And she was like, girl, you talking about me? I was like, what? She was like, yeah, you talking about me, man. So Spirit told me I needed to intervene. And I was like, and it was so crazy. I was like, I kept questioning Spirit. I was like, are you sure? Because I don't want to do this. I don't want to go talk to some married people. How am I going to go talk to some married people and tell them I know that both of y'all are doing some shit and thinking about doing some shit? I don't want to do this. And Spirit was like, no, you better go do it. And so I had plans that evening. And so I drove to their house. And they were both there. And I set them down in the front room. And I'm like, I know y'all going to deny. You ain't got to deny. Just know that I know that this is happening, and so and so and so and so. But I was there for hours. They was up in there, like, she was up in there crying. He was up in there like confessing this stuff. But at the end, it brought them closer. So I was doing Spirit's job because Spirit respect marriages. I know damn well I should be doing. Let me see. Let's talk about that root work that led to the crossroads. Oh no, I'm not going to no crossroads. I know about the crosswords. I'm not going to the crosswords. But at the end, it helped their marriage. Okay? And they got their shit right. And they got those extra people out the way. Because Spirit really respect marriages. So I tell people, I say, don't be doing shit in your marriage you don't want to pay for, because you will. So stuff like that, I don't be like, stuff like that, I get like charged to step in. And I be going against, like, I don't want to step in on this shit. Okay? Now there's other stuff, like my friend, she was in a marriage and she was so concerned about the situation, and she asked me to look in on her husband. And I knew he had ways about himself. But I stepped in, I was like, girl, okay, I did it, whatever. And then that took me out all night long, all evening. I was like meditating and had to pray because he was so dark that she didn't know the extent to his darkness and shit, and extent of what was going on. So I don't really be liking, like, I don't feel like I could ever be one of them people who, like, people get paid to do what they do, or, just take clients, because it affects me. Like, one of my people I call, like, my spiritual guide, my big sisters, like, her ass went out into the fucking woods in her little house in the woods for months, because she do this, but she get paid for it because the energy be too much. But so I don't be liking to step in, because I don't know necessarily what I'm about to go into, and the shit could be very dark. And I actually gonna ask her, she'll be willing to come up here. She ain't gotta necessarily show her face, but tell her story, and y'all would be shocked. Y'all would be mind blown. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, yes, it's dark. Leave that stuff alone and get rid of them cards. No, it's not necessarily dark. That's what people want to say. Stuff is dark because they don't understand stuff is dark. You can't tell me that something talked to me. Ain't no damn dark spirit gonna come and talk to me and be like, you know what? You need to intervene and save this marriage. You know what? This woman is sitting up here, and her husband is sitting up here, and they crying at night because she can't conceive. That's a very damn dark ass spirit, ain't it? And you stole mine. That's real dark. That I'm helping people. That's real dark. But see, that's not like stuff like that. If I hear stuff, that's not me doing no root work. Root work is like what I feel like I have to. If I do it, I may have to owe something. It's not dark because I don't need cards. Yeah, so yeah, you don't necessarily need some things I do my cards for, but certain things, like if I hear stuff, I don't need no dang cards for it. I be doing cards for myself, but then I may do it on somebody else if they ask me. This shit ain't dark. If it just comes to you naturally, I can't help it. Something. It's like cutting out. Well, I'm gonna cut out a part of me. Like I'm gonna drain my blood or something. That's not dark. If it's in you, it's in you. All seriousness, people are afraid of confronting things. Yeah. But I don't do dark stuff. So what ended up happening was 2 nights ago. This drive takes me back to the street sector. The whole street sector. So 2 nights ago, y'all remember I came and I did a video about it pissed me off with the whole video. I did a video about Ileana, Tone, and Marcus, and how that whole DNA shit pissed me off. Anybody remember that video I did? Who's ever in the street sector? So at the end of it, I said, I pray that my ancestors would do X, Y, and Z. Like in the APD and throw charges all on him. So my spirit, so I said that, and I told you I be careful what I say, okay? I'm very careful with what the heck I say. So I did that, and for like the last 2 nights, my spirit was like, no, I'm new here. Oh, you new, girl? What you doing new here, girl? Go ahead and watch my old videos. So remember, I said I pray that my ancestors, so and so. So my ancestors, I told y'all that man, he been draining me. My ancestors was like, basically like talking to me, was like, you want us to step in? And I told you I don't do root work, okay? I haven't done that shit in almost 3 years. I ain't did it, okay? And my ancestors been the last 2 nights like, you ready for us to step in? Like, I tell you, sometimes I feel like it be like knocking on the door. You know I'm here. Like, you ready, you want to do some shit. Now, mind you, I understand I've got both dark and light to me, okay? I told y'all. I'm the great-granddaughter of darkness, okay? It's in me. I just don't listen to it, okay? And my ancestors have been like, you want me to step in? And I didn't answer them. The night after I did that, I was just like, And they were just like on me. You want to step in? Rox, you want to step in? And I finally said, like yesterday, I was like, don't step in. We ain't gonna do shit, okay? We're not gonna fuck no shit up in this thing, okay? And I know people don't believe this stuff. I'm telling you. I know people do not believe this stuff. So I left it alone for a night. I was like, nah, let me just. And then I was like, okay. We're not going to do that. We're not going to interfere. Yo, Rox Box, how you doing? I'm so slow in the bushes, confused. As I heard root work, thought you was talking about hair roots. Oh, no, I'm talking about root work. I'm talking about like Black, African religion. I'm talking about root work. Should have been here since the beginning, baby. So, they was like, you want us to step in and fuck? Because there's always that darkness like, we can, if you want to. No. And another reason, I feel like even when it comes to my nephew, I feel like I paid for it in a sense because he was some guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be a balance. Like he probably should have did the 20 years, the 40, okay? At least the 120. He probably should have did it. So I felt like I had to pay for that. But I feel like if it's a good thing, because I've stepped in on good stuff, I don't feel like had to pay for when it's like good. The person is a good person. Okay, you're just assistant. But when it's like whatever, and then yeah, I think, but I don't want to step. I'm not gonna step in on that whole market situation. Life is just going life for him. I'm not gonna step into it. I don't want to go dark. Just because the spirits are positive doesn't mean it's a good thing. The Bible tells us not to communicate with the spirits. You should pray against them. I'm not praying against nothing. I pray against darkness. That's what I pray against. If you don't think there's something outside of the Bible, obviously there's got to be something. Do you read the Bible like this shit makes sense? Like everything about this is obviously true. Sometimes you don't pay what you owe right away. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But I think, well, I feel like I be having feeling and intuition about stuff. And if I feel like it's wrong or if it's this, then I just don't do it. But I know I'm very much so like favored in a sense. I know I'm very much so favored. Definitely have a relationship with God. The Bible makes sense outside of context of pagan Christianity. Pay attention. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Pay attention to get a mention. But that's why I'm saying I can't talk to somebody. I can't reason with people who just believe exactly what the Bible because they've never had this experience. They've only been knowledgeable to what was given to them, passed down to them through white Christianity. Just get them out of your house at Destiny. They don't believe what they cannot see. They don't hit the like button, chat, share, subscribe. And if I felt like it was evil or dark, like when something is evil or dark, I can feel it. If I felt like it was evil or dark, then I would do something about it. Hit the like button. Oh yeah, thank you. Hit the like button. Share, chat, share. But I can't talk to somebody who all they see is Christianity. I'm not even gonna have that debate. What have you? And they're not connected to their roots. You can't have that conversation with people. All they've ever had was the Bible. You can't have a conversation when you was taught and learned more outside of that. Before Christianity existed, there was something else. Oh God, I got a meeting in 40 minutes. Y'all see how they shaved my teeth? Trying to move my teeth from my Invisalign. They shaved them. Now I got a little smaller teeth to fit my tooth back in place. What else? That's all. I didn't even mean to go down this long hole. This long hole. And see, another reason I don't be like to talk because you're gonna have somebody come in. Are you going to the Shields fight on Saturday? I knew nothing about the fight on Saturday. I knew nothing about. I have some business meetings. That's the only thing I'll be doing this weekend, to my knowledge. I gotta attend to. But no, I knew nothing about the fight. I knew nothing about the fight. And no one has ever met me in person and was like, oh my God, I feel evil on you. Oh my God, you got darkness surrounding you. Ain't nobody ever told me that. I promise you, in a lot of cases, if I want God to move on something, and I'm not talking about anything outside of God, and if there is, and He created it, the any and everything, He probably move faster for me than you. I don't know nothing about that. Is this shit? You talking about the girl? Isn't that the girl fighter? Is that what you talking about? I'm trying to down this. Some people can't have a conversation regularly. It's always considered projecting your beliefs. Information should just be exchanged and used as it to suit your well-being. Oh yeah, Carissa's chills come to my mind. I have nothing against her, but for some reason I just don't really click with her personality. It's just to me it feels like she's always proving something, and I just don't deal well with that. Like, I just stand in my truth, and I just like other people who's like, it's look, it is what it is, you know? No, I just her personality. Maybe if she would have been quiet and we never knew about her personality, then I can get with her, but I don't care for her like that. Yeah, some people just can't have a conversation. And it's crazy. I might just be a PK. And if I might be a PK, what if my PK even have connection to something outside of just what you believe? Yes, just fight Atlanta, the baddest in Ray J. Baddies in Ray J fighting. Ray J is a trip to be. I actually enjoy his crazy stuff. Papoose giving her the Wayne. Now she's loud. And who was Papoose? Like, to me, he's benefited off of women. There's a Frank Ski all white party Saturday too. Oh, okay, I knew nothing about that. I have nothing scheduled to like have fun until like September. Like I've really just been, and people like really. I go through these phases where I'm just like a big introvert, and if I do go out the house, it's just like errands and to see my immediate family. And I've really been on that. And then you'll see me, I'll start going through phases like for months, all I am is outside doing something. And it just hit me and I just go with it. And I just go with it. Vicky, you cute. Okay, bye. Vicky, no, but I've never been to the freight ski thing either. I also know he be having that cruise ship thing I wanted to go to, but I feel like I had to be a little bit older now. I guess I'm old now, too. No. I'll be out in September. I'll be outside, outdoors. Someone's husband, why is she going through it? Someone's husband, why is she going through it? What about somebody's husband? Are you catching up? Oh, you must be catching up from the storyline that this girl asked me to talk to spirit for her and find out. Yeah, she'll do. Yeah. Okay, so the thing is with this woman, although spirit called her a hussy, the man was separated, but still, I'm telling you, spirit really respect marriages. So I have like very like even when it comes to dating, like I have strict rules. Like I'm not. I don't care if you tell me you separated, you still married. I don't even. You have to be at least a year outside of your marriage for me to even deal with you, because I know how it is getting divorced. I'm not. I'm not bringing on your trauma. Mm. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, but she was dealing with somebody's husband. Big OG, thank you. Hi, Rox Box. Didn't get notifications. Have to catch replay. Yeah, that's how it is gonna be, y'all. Because unlike some people, first of all, my life is very organized, and I definitely have to keep it organized. I'm raising a damn teenage boy, so I believe in organization. I got to keep him on point. So my life is very organized. So I don't think I would ever be able to be one of these individuals that could tell y'all a particular day and time that I'm coming live, because I am so tired of everything being so organized. So y'all may get me an hour or two. I might go and put a little post up and say y'all want me to come live, or I might come live. I'm in a moment. I got I'm spontaneous like that with this, because everything else in my life is very structured, extremely structured, to the point I'll be just like, oh, I'm like, oh my God, my life is lived by alarm clock. Like, mm. And I still haven't found out how to do. I'm gonna sit down one day this weekend. And figure out how to do like notifications. Like do what is it like Premiere, whatever they call it, to let y'all know I'm gonna be live at a certain time. I don't even know how to do that yet. Okay, I don't know how to do that yet. I gotta figure out how to do this shit. Just like people want me to do the what is it? The thing where you could. What's that thing where you could come live with me? That app, I forgot the name of it. People want me to do that too. I'm gonna figure out how to do everything. I'll take some time. All right, y'all, let me go, cause y'all ain't talking about nothing no more. Y'all not asking me nothing. Somebody might throw the Bible at me. I got a Bible too. I read my Bible too. StreamYard, thank you. StreamYard. My only fear is that it's gonna be somebody come live and I be trying to talk about other stuff, but men be trying to sexualize me. I'm like, I'm not even being sexual. Came late, fat dad, you gotta come be earlier. Clarissa person, have a good day. Yes, I'm about to go. Let me rest before I have to deal with these people real quick. All right, y'all. That's it. Hold on. Listen to Rapper One's final song, dedicated to me, Unreplaceable. I'll post it. So if y'all don't know who Rapper One is, I actually like that song better than first. You have to get some mods to take care of the chat. I know. But the people that I see that always like, there's one lady I see a lot who's, always coming through under my posts. I don't ever see her on my live. So I got to see the people who, who catch my lives and make somebody a mod. You do the StreamYard, you'll join. What you gonna talk about? Cause then you come in here, you acting better now, but you initially came in here, I was about to get on you talking about me cussing. Let me tell you something. You should be, don't be trying to box me in, okay? I can't cuss outside of this. This is my own little private time. I'm away from my child. So now I can say the cuss words and stuff. Even though my child, I'm pretty sure he probably cussed with his friends. I've never heard him. I'm pretty sure. I still don't like to talk like that, Can't talk like that at work. So let me do me. Let me do. You ain't gonna be no mind. You done told me to stop cussing. Then my theme song say you can't box me in. Don't tell me how to do me. That's why I can't get with no relationship, because these niggas be trying to tell me how to do me. You can't do that. It ain't happening. Yes, you need minds because the haters gonna hate. Hands down, I know. I had to figure out what was going on first. Yeah, well, I'm about to go, y'all. Oh, yeah, so listen to that song. Like, share, subscribe. Do y'all know, I haven't even made my my viewing hours. What y'all need, like, to start getting monetized? I haven't even got that yet. Y'all gotta watch my stuff. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't gotta watch it. Listen, just have it play while y'all at work. And turn the volume down. Hello, David. Just turn the volume down and listen to it. Help me get my dang hours, okay? Shit. I'm bringing y'all guys content. I'm gonna go back in my own little corner. Me by my damn self. Y'all was asking me to come back. Y'all know I took a break. I took a month break. And y'all know why I took that month break? I took like a month or maybe 2 month break. I told y'all I was with that younger guy, okay? We were dating for a few months. And he just had all my attention. So I wasn't coming live, okay? Thank you. I was living my best life for that younger gentleman. Now I'm back. Y'all got my attention. But I ain't gonna let no man take me from y'all. Well, he didn't really take me from y'all. I was just like living my... He was all in the box. Thank you. I hope so. Oh, y'all need to watch my videos. Listen to the song. Watch all of them. He was all in my box. Okay, y'all. I miss that youngin'. And let me not say, because y'all be this Atlanta street sector y'all used to. Now, when I say youngin', I ain't talking about no damn teenager. Using StreamYard, make sure to make you a banner. People will try to P-bomb you to get your channel taken down. Oh, okay. See, I gotta learn all this stuff. What's on the banner? I gotta say allegedly or something. I don't. What? If y'all like, y'all like my content, cash app a sister. $ ROXIRED. ROXIRED. Cash app a sister. Shit. That will motivate her. Cash will make me dance. It will motivate me to come live more. I be with the shit. Extra to help me. Troy got a damn 1,000 jobs. Okay, y'all. I be like, dang, where he get the energy from? I'm younger than him. I be tired. That man be dealing with y'all for hours. And he be a school teacher. And he be doing windows. I'm like, God dang, man. He needs you know what? That's how I know that he's been married for a long time. That's how I know Troy has been married for a long time. They just let each other do each other. After you've been married that long, nigga, just Go in your own little corner, do you? We know we still love each other. Have your time. Go ahead, have your fun. That's how I know you've been married a long time, because you washing windows, you teaching the next generation, you doing content during the day, and you come night with us fools. And you know he been married for years. What did I do? What you do to that youngster? He needs another one. That is the attention. He had your. Hold on, see. He had my attention. Now that man. Hold on. No. See, what happened was he chased me, but not really chased me. Kind of like orbited me for about 4 years, because I feel like he was too young to deal with back in the day when I met him. So we just exchanged social media. And then he caught me. I was supposed to be in my healing stage, okay? Because y'all know I broke up with my boyfriend of some 2 years in December. So I was supposed to be healing, okay? Not dealing with no man, because I told y'all this toxic shit, I'm not with it no more. And he hit I liked a picture of his, but I'm always liking a picture of his. And he hit my inbox and was just like, I thought you didn't like this youngin'. And I was just like, you know what? There's nothing to me like a picture. I'm so happy. I saw that you moved. Your girlfriend moved in with you, y'all. You know, she's around your age. I'm just so happy. Like, I'm just like really, I was really happy, because that's what I told him when I met him when he was like 22. I told him he needed to go find a younger woman and go have grow together, do all that stuff. Bye bye. Have a blessed day, Vegas. Oh, and I told him he need to go find a younger woman and grow up together. Shit. I'm like, look, shit. I'm divorced and I got a child. Go do you. So I didn't know the relationship ended, but in the back of my mind, I did kind of know that, I didn't see no more pictures of them being posted, but it didn't click. So he broke me down. So I allowed him to take me out, and then Youngin put it on me, and I was just like, you got more skills of a middle-aged 30 years old man, not a 20. He was 26. Where you from, sweetie? Basically, just say Atlanta, basically, but Decatur for the most part. So he put it on me like he was a middle-aged 30 years old man. I was just like, dang, whatever. Okay. So, but the thing is, we kind of got into it knowing that we was at different places in life. Okay. I told him I want him to go find him a young girl or whatever. So we knew what it was going into it. But what ended up happening is that I saw feelings coming about on both of our sides. So I had to end it. Okay. That is what happened. So it wasn't no bad accord. I was just stopping something for progressing that it really shouldn't be progressed. That's why he broke me down. Crazy work. He had your head sprung. No. Hey. No, boo boo. Ain't no man ever had me to the point. Like, when I think about a woman being head sprung, I think about willing to do some illegal crazy shit. Like looking for a man, not like, but similar, or a woman looking for a man in the daylight with a flashlight. Stuff like that. Okay. He'll be back. We need that young man to join the stream, y'all. We need his side. I've never been that type, okay? To be like that over no penis. You just can't get me like that, okay? It did help that. When I tell you, like, I had a new little kick in my step, that shit, it did do that, okay? And then also, I actually enjoyed him more than, like, it was not damn toxic. I was just like, okay, if we could put this man's spirit in an older person body who's like, he didn't necessarily had to be in an older person body. He just we had to line on what we wanted right now in life. Because he had a beautiful body, okay? Then we could have, I would have went for it, okay? You need them to keep you young. I'm just joking, by the way. What sign are you, if you don't mind me asking? What sign you think I am? So we could just, we was at different places in life, it would have been fine. Like, I actually enjoy his personality. He's mature for his age, but I also think he's probably mature for his age because, hell, his parents had him in their 40s. So he was raised by, older parents. He's kind of more old school than some of the guys I've dated in their 30s and 40s. I love Sagittarius women. And I had that in my chart, but I'm not a Sagittarius. I'm not a Sagittarius. I love Aquarius men, but I'm not Aquarius. But I missed him. I still miss him to this day. I missed him because he was not toxic. He was like refreshing. And in fact, to the point I thought like, maybe I need to be with a younger man. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Because all these older men be trying to tell me what to do. I'm like, y'all supposed to be doing that to young women, not my older ass. Leave me alone. Stop telling me what to do. Stop telling me what to do. And the young guy, we just had fun and whatever, and we were similar, so it wasn't no just trying to change me. But I miss him. I do. He'll be back for fun. I'm not looking for just fun no more, okay? He'll be back, of course. They always come back for fun. I'm not looking for fun. Y'all gonna keep guessing. Y'all should know, but I'm not gonna keep letting y'all guess. I'm not telling y'all. I'll tell y'all around my birthday so y'all can cash app me. I'll tell y'all about then. What's the point of you knowing my birthday? You gonna cash app me? I'll tell you around my birthday you could cash. Okay, because I got a $330 something electricity bill. You want to cash out you pay my electricity bill? You want to help a sister out? I'll tell you my birthday then. How about that? Cash at me. 332 just to make sure we cover it, okay? 332. All right, y'all, let me go. Oh, I gotta meet this lady. Oh, that's it. That's all. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay. Until next time. Ciao.